welcome back to another episode of the Sports Exchange. You guys know me, Brad, back with my co-host Tim. On this week's episode, we are going to be covering Week 14 of the NFL football season. But before we get into that, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel out. Next you need to do, hit that notification bell so you get updated anytime we upload a new video. Third thing you need to do, we have lots of things to do.
Yes, we do.
Go to the link down in our description. That will lead you to our Facebook page. This guy runs it. I pop in occasionally. I'm figuring it out. But with that being said, we're going to jump into Week 14 review right now. Alright, so, jumping right in. We're going to start off with the Lions versus the Vikings.
Yeah. So, before this game was even played, the Lions were favored. No one knew why. Didn't make sense because the Vikings were 10-2, the Lions were 5-7.
But the Lions have not been playing like a 5-7 team.
No, they won
5 of the last 6.
Yeah.
And they were a Josh Allen to Stephon Diggs pass away from being 6-0 in the last 6
Right.
games.
So, I guess the people in Vegas know what they're talking about. And they know what they're doing.
Seems that way.
Because even though Kirk Cousins threw 425 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Time out. I'm just curious.
What?
I wonder how much money Vegas made
I think that's why they did it.
putting the Lions as a favorite. And people are probably like,
There's no way.
throw it all on the Vikings. Okay, continue. So
Okay.
I was like, man, I wonder how much money Vegas made off of that.
Right. So even though Detroit was favorite, right? Kirk Cousins threw for 425 yards, 2 touchdowns. Justin Jefferson had a career day with 11 receptions, 223 yards.
Career high.
And the Lions still come away with a win.
Yeah.
So
I watched this game.
Yeah, was this more eye-opening that, hey, Detroit's on the rise, or was this an eye-opening like something's wrong in Minnesota?
I think it's more about the Lions. Like, Dan Campbell has these guys believing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you don't really see a player take a play off. Like, these guys are battling every down of every game. And the last 6 weeks, dude, they've been playing like a top 3 team in the NFC.
Yes.
Like, the Lions could be extremely dangerous if they get in the playoffs.
Yeah, one little note on that. I think the only reason Justin Jefferson has had such a big day, Jeff Okudah was out all week of practice because he was sick, and he did not play every down. They brought in Amani Oruwariye
Yeah. So
to cover
see,
Justin Jefferson.
I see the one play that I seen Okudah in there, he broke up a pass to Justin Jefferson.
So this Justin Jefferson wouldn't have had this big game if Jeff Okudah is healthy enough to play every
he
down.
probably wouldn't have had as big of a day.
Well, the last time they played, Justin Jefferson only had like 34 receiving yards.
Oh.
It was his worst game of the season.
Oh, okay.
I think it was 34. And I know it was very surprising how much they contained Jefferson.
Right.
And I think that's why part of the reason why the Lions were favored, because they shut down Minnesota's best offensive weapon. They had a 2-touchdown lead in the 4th, and they just let it slip away.
Yeah.
So this time, they let Jefferson have a big day, but took the win.
Yeah. Like I said, I think this is more about the Lions. Obviously, didn't have your top corner. Like, I think this offense, they're clicking. They're clicking. I didn't see a whole lot of big gash runs, but man, these receivers know how to get open.
Absolutely. And it's about damn time.
It's about damn time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Jameson Williams First catch of his NFL career is for a touchdown.
Yes, sir.
Woo! I was so excited when I saw that. I was like, who's number 9? And it was Jameson Williams. I was like, oh shit!
Who's number 9?
Because I saw like videos where he was wearing 18, and then because he wanted to reverse Calvin Johnson, and then I saw number 9 on there. I was like, who's 9? I was like, Stafford's back. But yeah, very excited to see Jameson Williams back on the field. He played a little last week in special teams.
I don't know why they got him on special teams.
I think they just want him out there running.
Oh.
Just go out there, see the speed of the game.
I mean, I know when he played at Ohio State, he played gunner quite a bit.
Yeah. But those other receivers, DJ Chark, Josh Reynolds,
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Jameson
Holy
Williams.
crap.
They have quite the depth at
Khalif Raymond.
receiver. Like I said, this Lions team, if they get in the playoffs, they can be dangerous.
Yeah. Nobody's going to want to play Detroit that first week hosting a playoff game.
No. So as it sits right now, the Lions are a game and a half back from a wild card spot. The teams in front of them are Dallas, which I think Dallas is going to get in.
They're going to get in.
Then Washington and the Giants. They're both at 7 and 5, and the Lions hold the tiebreaker with both of them.
Yeah. It sucks they had the tie because that gives a half game advantage. Otherwise, they'd be 1 game back.
Right.
So they need them to lose 2 games, and the Lions need to win 2.
Do the Lions make the playoffs?
So we're going to find out.
No, I want to answer.
I think they do.
Okay.
Just because the schedule for Washington, their last 4 games are against tough opponents. And Washington and the Giants play one more time.
Yep.
So one of them's going to lose.
One of them's going to lose.
The Giants, they're not playing up to the way they started the year.
No, they started on fire.
So they came out to be frauds.
I mean, the Lions do have a tough matchup coming up this week.
They do.
Going up to the Meadowlands to play the Jets and that stout defense. But I think they sneak their way in as well.
Oh, yeah. Because the Lions have the Jets, then the Panthers, Bears, and Packers. And Packers in Week 18, I don't know who's going to be a quarterback. Is Aaron Rodgers still
They
going to
play
play?
the last 4 games away.
Oh, no, they play the Bears at home.
Oh, okay.
No. So, yeah, at Jets, at Panthers, home against the Bears, at Packers.
Huh.
Yeah.
I see 3 wins there.
I do too. So, very excited to see the Lions. I hate to say it, like I jumped on the Seahawks bandwagon, but Seahawks are also fighting for a playoff card spot or wild card.
Are you jumped off?
Oh, I'm off. I jumped off. And flipped it off as we went by.
I'm gonna make an outrageous claim.
Okay.
So the Matt Stafford trade deal, obviously, really helping the Lions right now.
Yeah.
So,
No one saw the Rams being this bad this year.
are they taking?
Are they tanking for the Lions?
Yeah, maybe that was part of the deal.
That was the deal.
Maybe that was part of the deal.
I don't think
You guys
Stafford
go
having
win.
a concussion.
You guys go win a Super. He played like shit this year. You guys go win a Super Bowl in year 1. Okay,
Okay.
You guys go do it. If you guys win the Super Bowl next year,
You only win 4 games.
you're done. You gotta tank. You gotta get us the best draft spot you can.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think Stafford saw a concussion, bruised spinal cord.
He didn't play good when he wasn't that way.
No.
So, that's my theory.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, I saw the Lions at 1-6. I was like, all right, we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're sick of forking and we're done. But then, I don't know what happened. I don't know what clicked.
There's no quit in Dan Campbell's team.
No, there's not, and I like that.
Like-
I didn't expect them to just finish out 1-16,
Right. No, you expected
but
to
to
win
put
some.
the strain.
I
they
don't
put
know if I've
together.
seen the Lions go on a run like this before. in my 34 years of life.
That's the thing. Like, their last 3 games, they scored more than 25 points or whatever and won. They haven't done that since, like, 1954.
Yeah.
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 Way before their last championship.
They're playing really well right now.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I will give them that.
Here's another point. Jared Goff takes them to the playoffs. They may want a playoff game. Do the Lions take a quarterback? First-round draft pick?
I think they're taking a quarterback regardless.
I know they take a quarterback, but do they stiffen up that defense with that first-round pick? That first-round pick? Because they got 2.
Honestly, I think Jared Goff is underrated.
He is underrated. But look what he's doing with that team. Of course, he's got
yeah, I understand that. Like, I think
so
he's
many
underrated.
I know.
I think he's way better than people give him credit for.
Right.
Like, I don't know if... I think the Lions, for some reason, take a quarterback. I don't know why. Maybe they want to bolster for when the day comes when Jared Goff leaves.
I mean, the Packers had Brett Favre and took Aaron Rodgers and let him sit for 3-4 years.
Right. I mean, that's kind of what they're doing with Jordan Love right now, who I honestly think would be a better option.
Yeah, he's the better option right now.
But do they do that to, like... But Jared Goff is still relatively young.
Yeah.
So do you need to do it?
I don't think it's the first pick.
Because I think he has a team that believes in him right now.
Yeah, because I think, and we'll get to it later, but I think where the Lions get the first-round draft pick, I don't think there's a quarterback there that you take. Because I think the first 2 are already going to be gone. The third would be Will Levis. I don't think he's one that fixes your problem. I think he's a good, steady pocket passer.
Yeah.
But he's not the game-changing quarterback that you're looking for.
I don't think he's better. I don't think he's better than Jared Goff.
No.
So, kudos to the Lions.
Yes.
Big win this week.
Yeah.
But we're going to move on now.
Yeah. Jaguars.
Okay.
Oh, my bad.
You got this.
All right. Jacksonville Jaguars against the Tennessee Titans. The Jaguars snapped their 5-game skid. I put S for some reason, or Caitlin put S. Against their division rival by creating 4 turnovers and turning them all into points. Equals out to 20 points. Like, that pretty much gave them the advantage throughout the whole game.
Like, just when you thought the Titans were kind of starting to come on.
I know. They botched it last week, and then this week, botched it again.
Yeah. I mean, Derrick Henry looked like he was going to have a huge day.
Oh, that first quarter was massive.
When the first quarter ended, he had 96 yards in the first quarter.
Yeah. I was like, okay, here we go.
But that faded relatively quickly when he ended the first half with only 119 yards. Still, normally, good day for a running back.
Yeah.
And then he only got 2 yards in the second half.
Yeah.
Like, did they just go away from him? or what? Because, like, that's unheard of.
That's a significant drop-off.
He could fall forward for 2 yards.
Yeah.
Like, did you just not hand him the ball in the second half?
Right.
Like,
I was like, because the Lions would have taken that first quarter rushing yards any day.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And they'd be up by 2 touchdowns.
Right. So now the Jags are 2 games back in the division to the Titans. Who wins the AFC South?
I don't know. I don't trust either of them.
Well, one of them's got to win.
I'm going to pick the Titans.
Okay.
Because I think the Jags are going to lose still.
Okay. I mean, because you got the Titans and Jags schedules right here in the last 4 games. The Titans play the Chargers, Texans, Cowboys, and Jaguars. And then the Jaguars play the Cowboys, Jets, Texans, and then Titans.
Oh, boy. So the Titans, I see losing.
Do you see Jags taking a 2-game advantage over that schedule?
No.
I don't either. Because they both got Cowboys. The Jaguars have the Jets.
Yeah.
I see them both winning against the Texans, and then I don't know. Maybe the Titans lose to the Chargers, and then it comes down to the last game of the season.
I think the Titans are going to lose to the Chargers.
So it comes down to the last game of the last game of the season.
I see them both beating the Texans. I don't see the Titans beating the Cowboys. Yeah, it's going to come down.
The only way the Titans would beat the Cowboys is that it's week 17. Do they sit players?
I doubt it.
Okay. Because I think the division, if the
if
Eagles keep on going, there's no way the Cowboys are reaching the Eagles.
No. So I don't think the Cowboys will sit anybody in
Second to
week
last week.
17, week 18, maybe. Pause. We're back.
All right.
So, no, I don't know if I can see the Jags. That's the thing, though. If they win the same amount, the Jags are still going to be 2 games back.
Right. So Titans just have to lose, or the Jags just have to win one more game than the Titans in the first 3. Then it would come down to the last game because then they would have the tiebreaker.
I don't think they win one more. Oh, yeah, I do, don't I? I do.
Yeah, you do.
Chargers and Cowboys. No, because I got the Jags losing to the Cowboys and the Jets. So it's 2 losses apiece.
Oh, it is.
So the Titans would win by default.
Yep. All right. All right, so let's go on to the Bills and the Jets. The top team in the AFC won their 4th straight game since their back-to-back losses, and one of those was to the Jets. Mike White was beaten up during this game.
Yes, he was.
To the point where thought he wouldn't come back to the game, but the dude's tough as nails, and he stuck it out and waited till after the game to go to the hospital, check out his ribs, and find out that a little bit of bruising on those ribs.
Yeah, he definitely took a beating in this one. God, can you say Zach Wilson would have done the same thing?
Zach Wilson would,
He'd have cried to his best friend's
he
mom.
would have just crumbled under that pressure.
Um,
There have been so many turnovers.
yeah, so kudos to Mike White. Like you said, tough as nails. Dude gritted it out. That's the definition of being there for your team.
Oh, yeah. You love to see it. Because you know that the team's going to be behind him now more than Zach Wilson.
Oh, absolutely. If the Jets don't move Zach Wilson after this year, I don't know. Because so far, Mike White has played well in every game that he's played.
Does he have to play well, or does he just have to play better than Zach Wilson?
I mean,
He didn't. Zach Wilson didn't set the bar very high.
he didn't. Theoretically, he's just got to play better than Zach Wilson because that's the only other guy on the roster. Maybe not on the roster, but he's the only one that... Right. Well, he's aging.
I know.
But he keeps playing like this, he's going to be a starter next year.
Okay. Yeah, so Mike White is listed as questionable right now, but he's also gone on the record saying that he's going to play against the Lions.
Oh, I can
this
see him
coming
doing
week.
it.
Yeah. If he took that beating
Dude's
and
tough.
then he's going to sit out, no.
Dude's tough.
Yeah, because the Jets are now they're last in the AFC East. Just 1 game back from a wild card spot.
That is insane.
Yeah. Do the Jets make the playoffs?
I want to say yes because I really like the Jets this year.
Kind of like that Cinderella story. Kind of just. No one thought the Jets would be in playoff contention in week 14 of the NFL season.
And they're only a game back?
Yeah.
Fuck it, yes.
Okay. So this is the playoff picture right now. You got the divisional leaders in the AFC: the Bills, Chiefs, Ravens, and Titans.
Yep.
The wild cards: Bengals, Dolphins, Patriots.
I hate the Patriots so much.
In the hunt are the Chargers, Jets, Jaguars, Browns, and Raiders. Raiders and Browns are going to be, and maybe not the Jags if they pull something together. And the Titans fumble. But yeah, those 3 teams at the bottom, Jags, Browns, Raiders, are probably going to be eliminated next couple weeks.
Probably.
So it's going to be down to the Chargers and Jets.
I like the Jets.
Out of this picture right here,
I think the Patriots don't make it.
you think the Patriots don't make it?
Nope.
Okay. What about the Dolphins and Bengals?
I think they make it.
Think they both make it?
Yep.
Okay. Do you see the Bengals winning the division over the Ravens?
Oh, yes.
So do I.
The way the
Good man.
the
Good
way
man.
the Bengals have been playing lately, yes.
Okay.
The Ravens have kind of been sputtering, kind of limping, like, and I think the Bengals are they're clicking now.
Yeah.
Like they could almost do what they did last year and make a run.
Yeah, they definitely could. All right, so let's go to the NFC. Division leaders You got the Eagles, Vikings, 49ers, Buccaneers, man. This is,
Tom Brady will always figure out a way to squeak his way in.
oh, yeah. So the wild card spots are Cowboys at 10-3, Commanders 7-5-1, and Giants 5-1. 7-5-1. So the whole NFC East is in the playoffs if they would have ended today.
That's insane because at the beginning of the year, everybody's like, it's the worst.
It's the weakest division.
Weakest division in football. Apparently, it's not.
No, it's not. You should check out that NFC South. So in the hunt, you got the Seahawks 7-6, Lions 6-7, Packers 5-8, Panthers 5-8, Falcons 5-8.
How does it feel as a Lions fan to have a better record than the Packers?
Oh, it feels great.
All right.
You know what scares me though is the Packers are still right behind the Lions, and they have Aaron Rodgers.
That's true.
And we play in the last week of the season.
Yeah.
But I think the Packers have a tough schedule these next couple weeks, and I see them being eliminated. Maybe I think they'll be eliminated this week. I don't think they're going to win.
Who do they play?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Panthers. I know they've been putting a streak together, but they play the Lions in 2 weeks. I think that'll be the game that eliminates the Panthers, and the Falcons will just fall on their own face. With games that they should win and don't, like they've done all year.
Yeah.
So how do you see the NFL playoff picture for the NFC changing?
Whoever wins out of the Commanders and the Giants, whoever loses is out. Slide the Lions into their spot.
What about the Seahawks? They both could fumble, and you got the Seahawks and Lions in there.
I don't know. I don't like the Seahawks.
Because one could fumble, but then Lions and the other team could be tied, and Lions have a tiebreaker.
Right.
The only team that they don't have the tiebreaker over is the Seahawks.
Who's the Seahawks got?
Or like the remaining schedule?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay.
You would have to look it up.
I will. You talk, Timmy.
Okay, well, I don't think the Commanders or Giants make the playoffs. I think it is the Lions and Seahawks that squeaked their way in there. So it would be just the Cowboys and Eagles from the NFC East. Buccaneers, I hate to say it, I think they make it just because they're in a weak division. Unless the Saints just pull off some miracle and Tom Brady just loses every game. 49ers, I think, are the scariest team in the NFC right now. I know the Eagles are sitting there 12-1. But just something about that offense right now with Brock Purdy coming in for his first start and putting up 35 on Tampa Bay. And that defense. Like, Christian McCaffrey, you're not even... Okay, I'm just talking to y'all. I'm just talking to y'all right now. He's looking up shit. Yeah, Brock Purdy is... Mr. Irrelevant is now Mr. Relevant. He's definitely keeping that team afloat right now, along with that defense. Like I said, they're shut down defense.
The Seahawks are not going to make the playoffs.
Seahawks are not going to make the playoffs.
Oh, they are not.
Who they got?
So, Thursday,
Oh, yep. Thursday against 49ers.
49ers,
Yep.
loss.
Yeah, lost. I was just talking about them.
Christmas Eve
Oh.
against the Chiefs.
Ooh.
Another loss.
Okay. I have Geno Smith as my quarterback, my fantasy team. I need to get him on the bench.
January 1st, the Jets.
I'm sorry, Seahawks. You ain't making it.
And then the Rams on January 8th.
You end with a win. That's the only good thing about your remaining schedule.
See,
You end it with a win.
by the time the season's over, they are going to be, so we'll just add 3 more losses to it, so 8-9.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Seattle.
So-
It's a good thing I jumped off that bandwagon.
Yeah, they don't have a lot coming up. That's real good for them.
No. Okay, I did not know that. So,
I'll go with the Lions.
yeah. Lions looking pretty good. All they need to do is win 2 games, and Giants need to lose 2. Or Commanders lose 2.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
Makes me feel good.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, so other scores. Rams win with Baker Mayfield.
Good Lord!
With 3 days just being on the team. He was signed Tuesday. They played Thursday or
A
Monday.
98-yard drive to cap a win
Wow. And
with a dime at the end.
yeah.
I don't like Baker Mayfield, but I was pumped for him.
Yeah. Ravens hang on versus Steelers 16-14. They're just struggling on offense for
Yes.
some reason. Lamar Jackson didn't play, right? So
I
it
don't
was
think so.
Jason Huntley or
Brent Huntley, something like that.
Yeah.
Something Huntley.
yeah. And then he got injured during that game. So yeah, Ravens in trouble.
Yeah.
Eagles remain the class of the NFC. They win 48-22 over the
Not
Giants.
just the NFC, the
Or
NFL.
the NFL, yeah. Bengals stay hot, beating the Browns 23-10. Deshaun Watson has only scored one offensive touchdown in 2 games. Do you think he's got the rust knocking off yet, or
I mean-
is this going to be until next year? Like, the Browns fans would just be like, we're just waiting until next year. We're just practicing right now.
It's gotta be. They gotta hope for something because right now they're abysmal.
They are.
with him in there. Put Jacoby Brissett back in.
Yeah.
You had a better chance.
The Cowboys avoided a humiliating loss
Oh,
to the Houston
God.
Texans.
A late touchdown by Zeke.
Yeah, 27-23.
I just want to say, on
Yeah.
that last drive, Ohio State had their fingerprints all over it. Noah Brown, big catch.
I forgot all about Noah Brown.
Yeah,
I forgot all about Noah Brown.
big catch on the sideline there. Zeke punching it in. Let's go.
Yeah. The Broncos offense came to life against the Kansas City Chiefs. Still came up in the loss because it's the Chiefs.
Who would have guessed that?
And Travis Kelce becomes the 5th tight end to eclipse the 10,000-yard mark, and he's the only player or the fastest player to hit that mark.
Oh, I'm sure. Because Travis Kelce's a monster.
Yeah. I talked about it earlier, but Brock Purdy explodes in his first NFL start, beating Tom Brady in the Bucs,
Dominated.
35-7.
Dominated.
So I know everyone's heard it, and I just want to say it. Brock Purdy's playing pretty good.
Jesus. The Panthers keep their playoff hopes alive after beating Seattle 30-24.
I had to.
You didn't. And the Chargers also keep their playoff hopes alive, beating the Dolphins 23-17.
Yeah. And then Monday Night Football, Patriots beat the Cardinals Monday night, 27-13. Kyler Murray.
Torn ACL.
I know. You hate to see it, but he wasn't doing anything for that offense.
He wasn't, and he's been a shit player for the team. Like,
He's been a bad teammate.
Yeah, that one. Like, it's been all about Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
So
Didn't help that DeAndre Hopkins had that reception and then fumbled it and scooped it up for a touchdown.
No, it didn't help.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that ever since DeAndre Hopkins went to Arizona, you don't really hear a lot about him?
You don't. You really
Like,
don't.
you heard all about him when he was playing for the Texans.
You did.
Now that he's on the Cardinals, you don't hear anything.
Nope.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Alright, so that's going to do it for this show of NFL recap of Week 14. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. When you're done doing that, go ahead and hit that notification bell. That gets you updated whenever you upload a video. We do 4 of these a week, 2 college, 2 NFL. And when you're done doing that, go ahead and check the description. That's where you're going to find a link to our Facebook page. Go there, check us out. That's where both of us are now posting stuff. Yeah. He's only done like 3 or 4. But go ahead and check that out. We do breaking news, trivia, random stuff. Go ahead and check that out. It really helps us out. Subscribing to the channel really helps us out. And we look forward to doing this for the rest of the week, rest of the season. And I think this will be the first time that we do it. We're going to keep doing this during the off season.
During the off season, last year, doing this podcast really made me pay attention to everything that happens in the off season.
Yes.
Like, we didn't do any.
But we didn't do anything.
We didn't do any episodes during last off season, but it really made me look at and really pay attention more to free agency and the draft and in college the transfer portal,
Yeah.
recruiting, the signing days that are coming up.
But you're just so focused on everything, and gives you something to do.
Yeah.
Because for us, when football's not going on, we're bored.
Bored.
We're bored.
Bored.
We're not into hockey. We're not into basketball. We're not.
I mean, we do a little bit during March Madness. We kind of get into it, but other than that, like we don't really watch the NBA much. Hockey doesn't really tickle my fancy.
No. Maybe like the end of February, we get into NASCAR.
NASCAR, we jump into a
So
little
we'll probably
bit.
do a little bit of that because we can't fill a whole week's worth of entertainment with just.
NASCAR.
No, I'm just saying like college football news or NFL.
Oh, that's true.
So we sprinkle a little NASCAR.
Little NASCAR.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we are out of here. We will see you guys next time.